Okay, this is not a good angle at all. And my room is a mess because I don't have half my furniture, as you can see. And right where I'm standing, there is no dresser because it is with the movers in Chicago. But I wanted to show you my clothes. So we're gonna do this anyways. Look, okay, this is so cute. Okay, you can like almost see if I hold it like all the way back here. So this is so cute. This is a cotton, I think it's a cotton polyester mix, to be honest, but it's mostly cotton. So cute, this really big floral print. It's like a t-shirt dress, kind of. It's like a t-shirt dress. It's a shift dress, like from like the late 60s, early 70s, sort of. Because you can tell because it's got the darts. So it's like, it's kind of t-shirt dress, but it has like shape. Ugh. I am oddly shaped because it has the darts. And then this dress in particular has these two ties that you tie into a knot, and they are sewn into the shoulders, which I need to go in and finish hand stitching. Like the sleeves. But it's so cute, right? Okay, so this is one dress that will be listed on my Etsy store on my site. So cute. This is part of the fall collection, by the way. So this one isn't going up just quite yet, but soon. All right, I'm obsessed with this little number. Is this not the cutest? It's a jumpsuit, okay, with shorts and pockets. It's got two pockets. Let me show you. So this is made 100% cotton. It is a vintage bed sheet. Maybe you've seen it before, okay? So cute, this floral, and it's got this very 70s collar with a matching belt to go with it. So you can wear it without a belt. It is a little shapeless. I suggest the belt. Excuse me. You can also do like a store-bought belt as well, but I include the belt with the garment. And it's got this really nice, I don't know if you could tell, actually. Ooh, my nails. Okay. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can. Okay, so it's got this stitching detail all down the seams. It is so cute. And then the inside is, okay, so it's flat lined. I did not line this, I flat lined it. Basically, it means I took two pieces of fabric together and I sewed them as if they were one because I wanted it to be thick, okay? Anytime I do anything in a light color, a white color, or like a slightly sheer fabric, I have to like bend down so much. Light color, white color, slightly sheer, I'm going to flatline it for the most part. Sometimes I don't flatline all white garments, only if the fabric is like thick enough to where I don't feel like I need to. But I am someone who, I like full coverage. I don't want to have to wear like a slip dress under it or like a slip skirt. You know, like you should, but I don't want to have to do that. So it's all flatlined, and all of the seams, I serged the edges, and then I hand stitched them down completely, okay? I hand stitched down every single seam for the entire garment. I'm not turning it inside out for you, but you can see it right there. I hand stitched down every seam, you see? You can't pull it up. And you're probably like, well, why would you do that? Also, I hand stitch all my hems. I don't like to see like the stitching, top stitching. I think it kills the vibe. And you're probably thinking like, well, why do you hand stitch down all the seams? Okay, when you put this in the washing machine, you're gonna have to iron everything, okay? You're gonna have to iron everything regardless if you don't wanna look sloppy. Please just iron your clothing. Everybody in the world needs to iron their clothing unless it's like a knit, okay? If it's like stretchy, you don't need to iron it. But if it's not, iron it, please. I hate when people wear wrinkly things. It's just like you look messy. Like you could have the most beautiful outfit, but if it's wrinkled, what is the actual point, right? So when you put this in the washing machine, what happens is it gets all crazy and, you know, goes in the dryer, tumble dry low. By the way, I would say 99.9% of my clothing that I make and sell are machine washable. Okay, I don't make anything for the most part that needs to go to a dry cleaner. That is extra. That's like just too much, right? Nobody wants to go to the dry cleaner. Everybody wants to just like hand wash at home, easy, okay? And for the most part, everything is tumble dry low as well, because I primarily only work in like wovens, cottons. I do some rayon and that I wouldn't put in the dryer, but like for the most part, everything is hand wash, not hand wash. Well, the crochet stuff, but like everything you can put in the washing machine, you can put it in the dryer. Life is easy, right? But what happens is these seams will curl, and then you will not get this like beautiful flat. You see that? Do you see how these seams are like crispy? They are so flat and gorgeous. That is because I hand stitch them down. So your seams will never move. They won't shift on you, and you will still have to iron a little bit, but it will not be crazy. Okay, I try to make like the most low effort clothing possible while still looking good. So I have a couple to show. This is 2 dresses. Let me take this off. So let me show you. Okay, so I made this dress. I made this one in particular a long time ago. Everything else that I'm showing you, I pretty much made, not pretty much, I actually have made within the last like 2 months. If it is otherwise, I'm letting you know. So like this dress in particular is older. I made this dress probably 3 or 4 years ago, 4 years ago maybe. When I first opened up my Etsy store. It is not, okay, it is really good quality, but it is not, I would redo it because I do things very differently nowadays. So I think I serged all the seams. No, I pinking sheared the seams, which is still fine. See, like, okay, this one's wrinkly just because it's been in my closet. Don't worry, I hand iron everything before I send it out all the time. I lint roll, I iron, I make it crispy. But this is so cute. Okay, so this is a Simplicity fabric with these, like, isn't it cute? Like the dress is like literally on here and you're wearing it at the same time. This is an older model for me as well. You can tell because I only use invisible zippers nowadays. This one is not made, this is made with a top zipper, which is more period to the piece, okay, because I do vintage inspired, but what am I trying to say? I have a background in costuming. I know fashion history. It's what I've been studying for the last like 15, 20 years of my life. I'm 30, okay, I've been doing this genuinely since I was like about 10 years old. And I've been sewing for 12 or 15 years, something like that, like 15 years. I've been sewing for 15 years. I've been sewing for half my life, okay? I do things differently now. This is more period appropriate to have a plastic zipper like this, or a metal zipper. It's just, I personally like invisible zippers now. They're just a little bit, to me, they're a little higher class, okay? They're like a little bit more, they're nicer, okay? It's just nicer. It's nicer when you have an invisible zipper. Let me teach you. Let me show you the difference. I'm talking as if you know what I'm talking about, but maybe you don't, and that is what this video is for. So let me not be annoying. This is a zipper that is sewn like on, can you tell? It's like sewn on the top. Like, do you see? You can see, I mean, the zipper is cute. I like that I used the yellow because it's very complimentary, but do you see how there's like a gap in the fabric and you can see the zipper? There is nothing wrong with that at all. It is actually incredibly period accurate to have that. They didn't really use invisible zippers back in the 50s and the 60s. I don't recall the exact date, but the invisible zipper I think was invented around that time or earlier. I don't remember the exact date. I'm not gonna lie. I did a whole report on it once, but long story short, invisible zippers were not commonly used back in the 50s, 60s, 70s. Not really, I'd say probably until like late 70s, early 80s. I just prefer it, okay? I just prefer it, right? So regular zipper, still such cute design. So cute, it's just the cutest little mod dress. Now, this garment has an invisible zipper. You see, and the pull tab is always different. Invisible zippers have a very small pull tab. Regular zippers have like that bigger pull tab. So with this one, the whole point of an invisible zipper, I'm so close to you, is that it's invisible. So this just looks like a normal seam, but it has the zipper. Okay, and I encased my zipper so you don't see the tape unless, you know, get down to the bottom, but this is the facing. So that when it zips up, sorry, it's like really hard with one hand. Me trying to, okay. Do you see what I mean? Invisible. So, that's the difference between, that's the difference. This is just an older dress. This is a newer garment. Again, I'll let you know, there's nothing wrong with the stuff I made 4 years ago or 5 years ago. I just do things a little bit different now. That's all. Okay. This is one of my favorite dresses. Again, so you see how I did not use an invisible zipper? Nothing wrong with that. Incredibly period accurate. This is a 70s inspired, slightly gunny sacks. It's like a slightly gunny sack style, but like more like an apron style dress. But it is so cute. It's an empire waist. Empire means it comes right under the boobs and it ties in the back. Is this not like the most precious thing you've ever seen in your entire life? Look at the print. The print is so cute. This is obviously, it's a modern fabric. But it's got these little French bulldogs with the flower crown. I think it is so precious. This is so wrinkly. I need to iron this. This one I made a couple years ago. Okay. Next I have two garments here. So this is one of my favorite things to make, are these really cute, wow, struggling, these really cute vests, and they are reversible fully. So here you go. This is made out of vintage fabric. Again, so cute. Let me show you. Like, hello. I know it gives very much like Aladdin, but like it's so cute, isn't it? So this is one of my favorite things to make because they're adorable, they're reversible. It's just like a cute little accessory to throw on. This is the reversible side, and the entire thing, oh, a thread. The entire thing is hand finished with handmade bias binding. That is more complicated than I feel like describing right now, but essentially you can buy bias binding. I like to hand make all of the bias binding that I use for every single garment so that it matches in the correct fabric. So that's what I did here. So it matches in the back, and it is hand sewn, hand stitched with an invisible stitch all around the entire garment. I love this fabric, so cute. It is so 70s. Okay, next I have this adorable, this is like, excuse me, this is like a 1950s inspired, just like, this is more like an everyday dress. It's real cute. It's got a square neckline, this beautiful Birds of Paradise fabric. We used to have a Birds of Paradise plant outside, but we do not anymore. And it's got this super full skirt. So you see, this skirt is really full, so this is not lined, but the bodice itself is flat lined. Actually, it's not flat lined, it is fully lined. This has an adjustable tie strap, so you tie it in a bow. And then I just want to show you, so this is the inside of the garment. I feel like this is just like so important because like this is okay when you're buying clothing from Shein or Amazon or Target, the quality is not good. The quality is not good. It's gonna be cheap, but your quality is gonna suck, and you're gonna get rid of the clothes within a year, okay? And then you're gonna contribute to this crisis that we're living in where all these clothes, do you know what happens to clothing when you throw it out, when you give it to Goodwill? When you give your clothing to Goodwill, if Goodwill cannot sell it, they have an abundance of clothing. What they do is they package it up in these like disgusting cubes. They like package it up and they ship it to Africa. Okay? You are shipping your clothing to Kenya. The clothing literally goes to Kenya. They're like soiled, they're disgusting, they're all the throwaway stuff. Gets shipped to Kenya and I don't know, Guyana, or I don't know, different African countries. Kenya for sure, I know that. And these people there buy them. I'm talking too fast. What happens is they buy these like pallets of clothing and they try to resell them for like pennies. And then they can't because they're garbage, because it's fast fashion from Shein or Target or Amazon, yada yada, right? This, that, and the third. And so then what happens is it goes into landfills. So this is a first world problem that becomes a third world problem. Please get that in your head. When you are buying low quality throwaway clothing, an outfit you're only going to wear one time to somebody's party or the club or whatever, when you get rid of it, you are sending it to Africa to become someone else's problem. Okay, this is why we need to buy quality. You need to buy small business, sustainable brands that are actually like making clothing that are going to last more than a year. Stop with the stupid trends. Why do you want to look like everybody else? Why do you want to look like everybody else? If you want to look like everybody else, I'm not the one for you. You need to like click off. This is not the place. I make no more than 2 of the same garment ever. Like, everything I make is one of a kind, and you wear it because you want to stand out. As I wear all black. But I'm sorry, I'm like bending over, so I have like these really weird rolls. And I have scoliosis, so like this side has more fat than this side. Whatever, this is not what this video is about. What I'm trying to say is, when you buy quality clothing that is handmade, that is small batch made, that is going to last you more than 1 year, you are helping to solve a problem. Sorry, I get really passionate about it because it's very frustrating. So, this garment is fully lined in the bodice, so you don't need to wear a bra. If you don't want to, you're not going to show. In the back, I have hand stitched the lining so that you don't see the zipper. It's beautiful. Right, you see no zipper tape until it gets to the bottom. Again, all the seams hand stitched. The waist seam is completely encased by the lining. And the hem is completely done up in hem binding. You know what I mean. Hem tape. I don't remember the exact term. Hand stitched. I've hand stitched the hem, of course. I hand stitch every single hem. It takes me hours. Okay, this is why my stuff costs more money. I don't make garbage. I make quality garments that are going to last you years. Quality garments that are going to last you years, and you're not going to look like everybody else, okay? I promise you, nobody else in the world has a dress like this. Why? Because I'm the only one who's made it. Also, I've only made one because I only had enough to make one, and I do not make more than one garment. Okay. More looks. Ooh. Okay, so this is a 70s low drop waist, sort of like, it's like a shift dress. This is like actually like a shift dress. It's very like 1920s inspired, but it's like if you lived in the 70s and you were thrifting clothes from the 20s, okay? And it's in this beautiful rayon. It is so cute, so breathable, so light, and it's just like the most like, it's a bold print. Like, it's so gorgeous. This is not so cute, and it's a drop waist. So like, this is where your normal waist would probably sit. This is like your hips, so it like sits like on the hips pretty much. That's a little lower than the hips actually. It gives you a very like boyish figure, which is very popular in the 20s. Okay, so it gives you very like straight boyish figure. It is so cute though. Like it is just so flattering. Again, invisible zipper. See, you don't see the zipper. Love. Next, I have another one of these really cute little vests. Same thing, same lining, but different outer shell, and again, it's reversible. Okay, sorry, I paused because I wanted a bite of my muffin, and you didn't need to see me eat. So, next we have this, it's the same style, okay. I do tend to repeat the similar styles. But it's my brand identity. What am I justifying myself for? I love a good 1950s, like, full skirt, but I really love a nice, sleek 1960s mod dress, which is what this one is. Matching bow. So, normally I probably would do, I might take this bow off in the future. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. The only reason I didn't is because I don't have all my fabric with me, so I don't have a complementary color, or else I would do like a bright blue bow, or maybe like a bright yellow. I wonder if I should do that. I mean, it is nice too that it like blends. Like, it's very like, it's like a little secret. Like, it's cute, right? And it's this gorgeous fabric. And again, this one is flat lined, so which means 2 pieces of fabric put together, acting as one. So it's thick, it's breathable because it's all cotton, but it's thick so that you're like, obviously don't wear like black underwear under it, but you know what I mean, like you're not going to show. Okay, we're not going to have like weird showing. So again, invisible zipper in the back. So cute. I love the darts. So cute. I actually have like so much to show you guys. Okay. These, you're gonna have to excuse, they're a little wrinkly just based on how they're hanging. I don't want to keep justifying myself, but all of my stuff is in Chicago. My hangers, my pants hangers, everything is in Chicago, and I'm not buying new hangers because I packed them. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, this is just like a really cute, big, fluffy, I consider this more like a 1980s inspired skirt because it is an elastic waist. I don't do a lot of things in elastic. I do occasionally. I'm not really big on elastic. I feel like it's not that it's low quality, because it's not, like, obviously not, like, everything is sewn very well. It's got two rows of elastic, which is why it gives you that thing. I just personally, I don't wear things with elastic typically. I think it's not as high class. It just isn't, unless it's like on a wrist or something. But when it comes to like waistbands that are elastic, it's not, okay? It's just not, I'm sorry. But sometimes I do. In this case I did. So this is like an adjustable skirt. It's cute. And it's in this print, which is from the 80s. And it's a cotton. And it's a cute floral. So much clothing. Okay, so next, this is a 1950s inspired skirt. You don't need to wear a petticoat with it. However, I would highly recommend wearing a petticoat with it just so you get a really nice full shape. I don't sell undergarments, so you need to sort that on your own. And it's up to you. Wear the clothes however you want, right? I'm just giving you my recommendation of how I personally would style this skirt that you can't see because I have no place to put the camera, but it's really cute. It hits below the knees, and it's got pleating on the side. Sorry, not pleating. It's got gathering on the side, okay? So this is the gathering, and the gathering sits on your hip. So it does make your hips look bigger. That's kind of the point. So your waist looks teeny tiny, and then it like flares out. So that's the point. And it's in this really gorgeous print. It's a cotton, invisible zipper. Everything is hand stitched down to the hem. I love a nice hand stitched hem. I don't make a lot of like skirts and bottoms. Typically, they're kind of boring sometimes. Not all the time. I love pants. I don't know. I don't make a lot of skirts. But I'm trying to diversify. You know what I mean? I'm trying to. This one is like a little hard to show because this is a wrap dress. But it's this really cute picnic style. So it's a halter top. So you tie it like that. And then it wraps in the back and it's full coverage and it has like a belt in the front. There's like not much to talk about with this one. It's really cute though. It's very cute. It's very summery, very picnic. Excuse me. I'm just like talking and breathing in so much air. Okay, we're struggling. It's such a cute print, right? It's so summer and it's got a pocket in the front. Very adorbs. These pants are... Sometimes I make things and I want to keep them, and it is rare because I typically, like, if I'm making something for myself, I know I'm making it for myself. I have myself in mind, and in my brain, it is never going to be a product. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's for me. Occasionally, I will make a product, and then I'll finish it and be like, oh my gosh, I want to keep that. That is this. These pants. Because I love pants. I love pants so much, and I love a wide leg pants. This is a really wide leg 70s inspired trouser. And I love the stripes. It is so summer. It's got an invisible zipper in the back. No pockets. No pockets on these. They're too fitted at the hips for pockets. I will typically put pockets in things that I feel it wouldn't affect the silhouette of what you're wearing. And typically I do like pants with pockets. However, these hug your hips. And if you had the additional pocket, it just would not look good, okay? I don't want you to look bad. A, the fabric is going to be like, like it's actually going to add fabric in a place where you don't want it. And then B, you're never going to use the pocket because you're not going to want a giant phone like hanging out of your hip, right? So there's no pockets in these is what I'm trying to say. There are belt loops and there is a belt that goes with it. It's like a, what do you call it? Like a sachet, like a sash belt. So you wear it, so it ties like that. Okay, and if you don't want to wear it as a belt, it very easily also becomes a hair accessory. So it's a 2-in-1. I like selling belts with garments when I can. This was from a collection I made probably I think 3 years ago, and I never listed it, but because I wanted to have more for this collection, but I didn't. And it's called like the Return to Sender collection, like, you know, the song like Return to Sender by Elvis Presley. So okay, there's a couple pieces on here. So at first I have this like little bolero, and this bolero goes with the matching dress. So it's got a collar like that. It's so cute. First of all, you could just wear this. Hello. I think I forgot to sew. No, oh my gosh. I said I forgot to sew the hem. I'm so silly. I'm sorry. This is the cuff. I was like, what are you? Me being silly. Okay, it's the cuff. And I do need to press this, but like I don't press it till I need to send it to you, okay? So you can wear it up, but I don't like that, so. First of all, like that's adorable if you just want to wear the bolero by itself. But with it, I have the bolero and the matching halter style dress. So this is a halter top. It's a 1950s inspired halter dress. It's a little weird on the hanger because I have it pinned up just so it's not like hanging weird, but it's this really cute. The print is so adorable. It's got these like US postage and airmail, post mail, and it's got this red, white, and yellow and blue striped skirt. So the two of these go together and they are sold together as a set. It's so nice. The lining in this is beautiful. But if you don't want the whole set, I do have a halter top. So let me show you real quick. I swear we're almost done. Here's a little girl. She doesn't like to be held, but her name is Chanel. Her sister Coco was in the I have a Coco and a Chanel. Isn't she so cute? My goodness. She's seeing herself on the camera. It's the only reason she's letting me hold her. Okay, bye. So we have this halter top. It's lined. So cute. So it ties like that. And then it ties in the back. See? Adorable. Look at that. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm getting tired. Okay, so next, this is one of my favorite things I've ever made in my entire life, and I do want to make more. I just haven't because I haven't, but this is a 1970s inspired play suit. So it is a legitimate play suit, like a tennis play suit, okay? It's very short, and it comes with bloomers. So this is the cutest thing ever. It is flat lined as well, so it's thick. It's nice and thick, okay? Everything hand stitched again. It's got this beautiful blue invisible zipper. It's got button detailing on the shoulders. And then let me show you. You have to wear it with the bloomers, okay? Like that's the whole point. It's like you have to wear it with the bloomers. These are the bloomers. They're so cute, okay? And look at the back with the lace. I could probably add more lace in the future or longer lace, but like it just, they're so cute. So they are shorts. They're like hot pants. They're short shorts, and you wear them like that. It's hard to see. I'll figure it out. And then you wear this over it. It is a dress. It is very short. It's very 1960s, 1970s. Wear at your own risk, I guess. I don't know. I think it's so cute. And the shorts are also flat lined. Everything's flat lined. You see, obviously there's elastic here. That's appropriate to me. That's like an appropriate use of elastic. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Okay, these are the last things I'm going to show. Because there's like one more, but I haven't finished hand stitching it, so I will show you that later at a different day. So here's a good example of I made something with the fullest intention of I'm going to list it, but it's actually so me, I can't get rid of it. So this is my favorite style of top. It's a 1970s inspired button down top. It doesn't have the buttons in it yet, but this is what it looks like. It is so flowy. It is a crop top. It hits like a little bit below the waistband. Like it's not like super crop, but when you raise your arms, like it's very crop. And so I'm going to show you in another version because there's a lot of detail that you can't tell in this garment because of the fabric choice, but this is a very me fabric. Like I love a good floral, like a darker floral, something like a Hawaiian print type thing. Sorry if I bend over a lot. I have scoliosis and I tend to bend this way like a little teapot, but also I'm trying to like see myself, and it's like nicer to bend like this than it is like this. Like this is gross. Anyways, I love this top, but it's mine, so sorry. I do make a bunch of these though, so don't you worry. So this is another version. As you can tell, still no buttons. I have to finish it, but you can see a bit more of the detailing in this top. It's got the, not raglan, I guess, do you call it a raglan? It's like the baseball sleeve. It might be called a raglan. So the sleeve is a different color than the actual body of the shirt, but it's this really pretty cotton. It's so gorgeous. It's so dainty. Please don't even worry about random stitching and stuff. It's not finished. Okay, this one's not done, so it's not going to get listed anytime soon, but you can tell how like flowy this one is. You see, It's got like really, really nice movement. Ow. That was a pin. I showed you that like shift style dress earlier in the blue floral. So I have 2 more of those, as you can tell. So that's what I'm saying by like, I like to kind of make the same thing, the same like silhouettes, but in different styles. So this one, I love. This is so cute. It is very like 70s, the print, but it honestly reminds me more of like early 2000s, maybe like 2005. It reminds me of like Betty Spaghetti. If you know, you know. It is so cute. I love these drop waist skirts. It is just so cute. I love this print. It's very abstract. It's like a floral almost, but not really. And it's kind of like a little like cheetah print, but not really. It's like very abstract. So again, gives you kind of more of like a boyish figure, like a straight figure. So cute though. And then, shocker, I made one in a solid color. This is a solid olive green. I bet you if I turned off my overhead light, you would see things. Let me see. I should have been filming like this the whole time. Well, you can reference my website for better photos of what it looks like on a body, and the color will look more accurate, but this is actually accurate now. So I should have just been filming without the light this whole time. I'm sorry. Lessons learned. This is a solid olive green. You will find that I do not work a lot with solid prints. That is not in my style DNA. That is not in my brand DNA for the most part. I love prints. Did I say solid print? Whatever. I don't work with a lot of solids, okay? But occasionally I like a breath of fresh air. And this solid green is just so pretty. Like, dude, if I had a job interview, this is the one I would wear. This is so sleek. It's so pretty. Invisible zipper. This one's not done. You can see I still have pins in it because I need to go in and hand stitch everything down. Same thing, hand stitch the hem so it's nice and gorgeous. I think I already started. Maybe I didn't. So cute. And I love these two together. Isn't that like, this is like yummy. No? Okay, this is the last one I'm going to show. This is another 60s inspired shift dress with a Joseph A. Bank hanger. So, pardon that. But this one is so cute. This is giving Hairspray. It's giving Hairspray. It is so, oh my gosh, I love this dress so much. So it's got these really cute sleeves with an elastic wrist. I've been filming for almost 40 minutes now. The words are gone from my mouth. But again, this is a true, proper vintage fabric. It is so pretty. I'd say probably 60s, the fabric. Invisible zipper, again, it's got a high neck. It sits like this, and it's short. It hits above your knees. And I have a matching belt. So the belt, okay, this is gonna be so hard to show. But if you want ow. There was a pin in that. If you want a look that is more fitted at the waist, that's what the belt is for. And then you can always add this on top of it. But yeah, guys, that's it. I'm like out of breath. I have got no more breath to share. That was a lot of clothing. I missed some pieces, actually. I forgot I had these in a different location. Okay, I'll show you really quick. This is one of those rare moments that I made two of something. But as you can see, it is the same halter top as before, the style, and I did make two because I had enough fabric. Again, it's lined. It is so cute. It's this 1970s inspired paisley print. Like, hold on. Isn't that so cute with the open back? Look at that. Again, I'll have photos on my website so you can actually see what it looks like on a body and not just like in air, theoretical. But to go with it, I have this adorable, it zips up. Hello. This adorable pleated skirt. So it is high waist, but the pleats are like low. It hits above your knees. I know it's like really hard to tell because of, you know, angles. Again, refer to my website and you will see. But it's so cute. And this is the actual last garment. It's the same style, but in that blue and white fabric, cotton from before. Again, this one, the top is flatlined, the bottom is not, because the top hides your butt, the bottom, you don't need to hide, it's your knees or your legs. Do you know what I mean? So all your important bits are covered, and then, you know, so that's what it looks like. You guys, look at this. Minus, I'm gonna take out the stuff I didn't make this. Like I can't even. Look at this. Do you see this? Basically, except for the, 3 garments I said I made 3 years ago, all of this I made in the past month. So this was all from the month of July. And like a tiny little bit in August. Like the first dress. The first dress is the one I made in August. So there you have it. I didn't even like introduce myself or anything. I'm actually gonna have to edit this, aren't I? That's annoying. Okay, well, I'll like do that super fast, right? Hi, my name is Juju. I owner, designer. I don't know, that sounds so weird to say, like, but whatever. I am the brand DuchXFashion. That's how you pronounce it. DuchXFashion, like Duchess, but with an X. So it's DuchX. 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 Duchxashion. Not me messing it up. DuchXFashion official on everything, on Instagram, on Etsy. I don't have like a TikTok anymore. I don't care for TikTok. But I am the owner, designer, seamstress, the social media manager, the content creator, the coordinator, the supplier. I'm everything. I am a one-woman show. It's me, my sewing machine, handmade in the USA. I think that's my tagline. Actually, I have a couple, right? DuchXFashion, not your grandma's vintage, and also I am sustainably made in the USA, or sustainably made in the USA by one woman and her sewing machine. That's me. And my crochet hooks. I didn't even show you the crochet stuff. I'm not doing that today. It's too much. We'll do that in a totally different video. Too much. This is everything that I've sewn. Tiki, like that. Yeah, what can I say? My name is Juju. I have a master's degree in fashion from the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. I've been sewing for 15 years. I've been crocheting for about 20. This is what I love to do. This is my absolute passion. I study fashion history for fun, and I love it, and I make clothes. And I make vintage-inspired garments because I think vintage-inspired fashion is better. I think vintage fashion is better than the stuff we're seeing out there anyways. As I wear, like, basic clothes. I know. Practice what I preach, and I'm not wearing my stuff. I will wear my garment. I will wear something I made for the next video. I just wanted to be comfortable today. It's like 94 degrees outside. What else? I don't know. My name's Juju. I said that. And I'm based out of South Florida now. and this is what I love to do, and I love to sew, and I like to make clothing, and I like to, I was gonna say I like to show people, but like I've not made like YouTube before like this. So I'm gonna do more of these though, because I sell online and it's like really hard for people to see clothing online. And okay, so like I also sell in person. I used to do markets. I prefer that because I like to talk to customers face to face. Like I like talking to people about the stuff that I'm making, and I want to like point out all the cute details and like everything that I do for these garments. I want to point it out to you. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I'm gonna make more of these, because I want to show you my stuff. It's like show and tell. I loved show and tell growing up. I like talking. So anyways, that is everything I made. I'm gonna say that's like everything I made in the month of July, because it pretty much is, like minus 1 or 2 items. Oh, and just like if you're wondering why some of the things are made from 3 years ago, it's because I used to sell my clothing on Etsy 3 years ago for about 2.5 years or something like that, and then I stopped because I went to grad school, and then I graduated this past May, and so now here we are towards the end of August, and I've started up my store again. Bada bing, bada boom, ta-da. So I hope you enjoyed whatever this was. This was kind of chaotic. We went on some rants, some tangents. We're gonna talk more about consumerism in the future, in the sense of like why we need to stop buying fast fashion. Okay, I say, well, okay, you know what? You can't even come for me for wearing fast fashion. I've had this shirt and these pants for like 6 years now. Okay, I don't throw my stuff away. I just mend it and I keep it, and I keep it rolling. Okay, I got these when I worked at Hollister, like 5-6 years ago, way back in the day. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go now because I am thirsty. I need water. And this was great. This was great. I'm gonna get a dresser soon though, so I'm not gonna be able to like walk up to you anymore. We'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do in the future. But now my bed is a mess behind me, so I'm gonna clean this up. And yeah, have a good day. I can't wait to show you. I will show you guys. What is that? Oh, that's my light pool. I was like, what is that? I'll do like a nice like tour of my life when my life is put together, probably at the end of September, early October, because I feel like I'm just talking to you as if you know who I am and like what my life has been like. I lived in Chicago and I just moved back in May, like end of May, but the movers are like moving the stuff this week. Excuse me, they picked it up like on Saturday from my apartment in Chicago. So they said it could take up to a month for me to get my stuff again, which is insane. But yeah. What else? I feel like I had something else. Oh yeah, I am gonna make another one of these videos showing garments that I made, some from last year, some from like 3 years ago, and then also the rest from this year, because like as you saw, the very first dress I showed you is a fall dress, and I have a bigger fall collection coming out that I'm going to be releasing in September, and it has like Halloween mixed in with it, but I'm not including that right now. Okay, I got nothing else to share. Have a great day. I'm going to link everything in the comments somewhere. Or with the about or something, whatever. I'll put my link there so you can check out my Etsy if you want to. If you don't want to, you know, that's fine. I guess I understand. I don't know. I don't understand. I think you should check it out, but you do you. I'll put my Instagram there as well so you can see pictures of me wearing garments. I have a bunch of other stuff that I didn't show that is already listed, so I might make a separate video about that so you can see that. It's the stuff I made in June. Okay, I think that was everything. What do people say at the end of videos? Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's fine, I guess, whatever. But if you want to, I'd love to have you here, and we will chat later. I'm gonna go, bye.